Hey guys, this is Johnny. The reason this is filled in is because I've already done this before. The first two times it just didn't really work, so we're gonna give it another go. Alright, so today I'm gonna be walking you through photosynthesis, as you can see, and we're gonna start with the basic chemical formula, which is 6 carbon dioxide plus 6 water molecules, H2O, plus light energy gets you 6 glucose molecules and 6 oxygen, O2 molecules. So there's two parts. There's the light dependent and the Calvin cycle. And we are going to start with the light dependent. So this is going to convert solar energy to chemical energy, which is going to be in the forms of ATP and NADPH. So where is this going to take place? Well, inside the chloroplast right here. This is going to be inside the thylakoid sacs, which is one of these little circles. And there's a lot of them, as you can see. So, what's going to happen is this is in the thylakoid membrane. Light is going to enter right here into the photosystem 2, and also water is going to enter. The light is going to split the water, and the hydrogen ions are going to come down here, like as you can see, into the thylakoid space. Once the light breaks the water, electrons are also going to get excited, and they are going to move down this electron transport chain into the cytochrome. And it's going to excite the cytochrome, which is going to take hydrogen ions outside of the membrane and pump them into the thylakoid space, like these other hydrogen molecules we're going to. And then the oxygen from the hydrogen is going to be released out into the atmosphere, as you can see here. So then, as electrons move down the electron transport chain, light is going to enter into photosystem 1 now. And those electrons are going to come over here and they're going to excite this enzyme. And what this enzyme is going to do, it's going to take NADH, which is coming in, and hydrogen, which is coming in, and it's going to put those through and create NADPH. Alright? So that's our first product right here, NADPH. And that's coming from this enzyme, which is excited from the light energy. Alright? So then, our next process is as the cytochrome and these hydrogens are pumping in here, it's going to create a concentration gradient. And it's going to go down to ATP synthase. This is an enzyme, and it's going to come down and push the hydrogen through. And this ATP is going to come in, and it's going to gather the electron, and it's going to create ATP. This is all happening in the stroma here. So this ATP is our other final product. So ATP and NADPH, as you can see, they're going to come down here and go to the Calvin cycle. So next, we have the Calvin cycle, or also the light independent cycle. And this is going to happen in the stroma, right here, and outside the thylakoid sacs. Alright? So, we have NADPH, ATP, and then we have CO2. Alright? So 3 CO2 are going to come in, alright, and then Rubisco is going to attach an RUBP, a 5-carbon sugar, to the CO2. And that's going to create a 6-carbon sugar, which is going to quickly break down into a 3-carbon compound called PGA. And this first step is called carbon fixation, because it's going to bring the carbon together and it's going to break it down. Now the next part is called reduction, and this is going to take the PGA, it's going to use some of the ATP from right over here, our light dependent reaction, and it's going to give off its energy, and that PGA is going to come down, and then NADPH is going to give off its energy, and that's eventually going to form a compound called G3P, or PGAL. And so by this time we're going to have 6 PGALs, or G3P, and they're going to come in, and one of the G3P is going to come down here for glucose, and then the other 5 are going to come back here for the third process called regeneration. In the regeneration, the G3P is going to come up, ATP is going to give off its electron, and this is going to come back up into RUBP, which is the 5-carbon sugar. And so this process is just going to go over and over and over until it creates glucose. So where do the ADP and NADH go? NAD plus, sorry. These are going to go back to the light dependent cycle right here. And then you're going to get this one and this one right here. So this process is just going to go over and over. The products of one are going to be the reactants to other. So yeah, that's it. Photosynthesis. That's the overview.